Sarfraz is the bowler. He's bowling to Gabriel, and your commentator is Ian Chappell.
Gabriel chasing that one wide. Azim will cut off the boundary. And Desmond Haynes back for the third.
Rashid Khan comes in now to Richard Gabriel.
It beats Cardier in the gully. Nadasa is the man moving around from third man. 2 runs, it's none for 13.
Desmond Haynes, as the series has worn on, has gradually found confidence and form.
Shouts there, and that must have been very close indeed. Gabriel wouldn't have been well pleased had he been run out in the middle of this bad trot. Long last Haynes' patience could stand it no longer, and it's none for 16. Adassa Nazar to Haynes. Nice shot. Man in touch, Desmond Haynes. Going to get 3 easy runs here. Lovely stroke away past point. Azim Hafiz. And that's exactly the opposite of what Imran will have told him to do. Mustn't give Richard Gabriel any room outside the off stump.
Gabriel now showing an inclination to go after the bowling after a pretty subdued start by the West Indies.
He's a real dasher, Richard Gabriel, though it doesn't show in the scorecard so far. He's been tied down, but he's been trying desperately hard to get onto the front foot and slash away down the ground. Well, he's just starting.
Yes, this sort of shot suggests to me he doesn't get onto the front foot, he charges. He really does try to hammer that ball very hard.
And they've solved that little problem for Pakistan. That one didn't swing away outside the off stump. I think Gabriel might just have got an inside edge, so I wouldn't like to swear to it.
I think he did. He looked at the edge of his bat afterwards as if to suggest, well, I did hit it at least. But that was small consolation for Richard Gabriel, who left a gap between bat and pad, was bowled off stump. West Indies 1 for 30.
Azim to Richie Richardson. Shots. Beautiful stroke. Beautiful stroke by Richie Richardson.
That certainly was. Classical straight drive. The ball over pitched from Azim, and that stroke from Richardson just going past the bowler's stump on the opposite side to Azim.
Pick up a couple there at least. Haynes is going to look for 3. Good throw might have tested him. Javed Miandad had the length, but not the direction. And then there is a man away at deep point. Just saving the boundary. Well, we're not quite sure if he'll save that, but he's the man who's been picked out. Just a yard or so away from the stumps, otherwise Haynes would have had to hustle even more.
19 overs, 1 for 49. Azim from the members' end. Desmond Haynes finds the gap in real good touch. Desmond Haynes brings up the 50 for the West Indians.
Azim to Richie Richardson.
Fine shot. Mosens in the deep. 2 runs, the end of the over. It's 1 for 60.
They are, however, 6 runs to the good of Pakistan. And 2 wickets better than their opponents were at this stage of the game. No need to worry as yet. There is a sense of urgency about their batting now.
It's in the air, but clearing Imran in the covers. And a misfield from Mansour allows Richardson back for the second.
And that really was very close to Imran's hands. Haynes driving, and Imran, I think, just a little bit late going up for that. Mansour coming around to do the covering, but he too fumbling.
Haynes faces Abdul Qadir.
There's the 50 stand coming up between Richardson and Haynes. And once again, some great running between wickets. At 2 takes the West Indies to 1 for 81.
Azim to Richie Richardson.
There's no ball called by umpire Peter McConnell. And that shot very well timed by Richie Richardson. And away to the boundary.
And it was placed very well too. That's the second straight drive that he's played. And on both occasions, he's put it in exactly the same spot. Just on the edge of the return crease, on the opposite side of the wicket to the bowler.
No ball. Once again, an example of his great straight driving.
Oh, that was a classical stroke, that. It had the hallmark of class on it and the reflexes of youth, because Richardson picked that call up like lightning.
89 more runs required for victory for West Indies. And I must say that Richie Richardson is starting to play very well. That's a fine bit of placement, picking the gap beautifully. Richardson will be looking for 2 here. He's been very, very quick between the wickets. And he really does appear to be enjoying himself now in this top-class company. Good shot. Placed it beautifully. He really is playing very well. His driving has been excellent.
Well, if you really want to know what is meant by a West Indian cover drive, this is it. An Everton Weekes type of shot, with the front knee bent, the batsman very close to the ground at the moment of contact, the head and eyes right behind the ball, the weight going into the stroke.
Haynes faces Abdul Qadir.
Haynes slices it up into the air, and Madassa gets back to take the catch. So success there for Qadir at last, as Desmond Haynes top edges that attempted sweep shot.
Haynes a little bit out of touch after having been kept from the strike for so long, going for the sweep, hitting against the spin, the ball bouncing top edge, Madassa taking a not too difficult catch. Although it might have gone into the lights and perhaps he might have been blinding you, but 2 for 109.
He's got the opportunity now to bowl against both Richards and Richardson. Well, Sarfaraz may be the most experienced player in the Pakistan team, but the confidence of youth is unbounded. Well, just over 6 overs now for 15. Bowling down to Richardson. Just a single, and the West Indies very content to just play it low key against Qadir, just working for singles, not prepared to take too many risks against him. Straight down his throat, he's caught it. Well, what a terrible ball. And a shot where Richards must have licked his lips and thrashed at it. And he hit it straight down the throat of the man at deep fine leg, Rashid Khan. Would you believe it?
And the pressure was on Kadir. And when he let that delivery go out the fingers, it stuck there. It was a shocking delivery. One going down the leg side, and Richards pinned the ears back and hit it straight to Rashid, and a good catch taken just overhead. And what a magnificent breakthrough for Pakistan. Richards out for 2, caught Rashid, bowled Kadir, and the West Indies 3 for 120, still needing 65 for a win.
Sarfraz to Duchamp. Oh, that must be close. Well, that was a suicidal run. How on earth did you think for a moment of going for a single in a situation like that?
Suddenly, Pakistan, their fielding has become a light. Sarfraz following through. Good underarm return and very close. Umpire at square leg. A good look at it.
Well, I think that's going to be safe. It would be one of the great catches of our time if it were to be caught. Imran Khan can save the extra run. Just 2 runs. And it's 3 for 126.
So after 37 overs, West Indies 18 runs up on the Pakistan total. And 50 runs to Richie Richardson. A well-earned 50 runs. Hasn't been easy out there tonight. The youngster brought in to bat at number 3 position up at the Gabba. Brings up his 50 in 91 minutes. Off 82 deliveries with 6 boundaries.
Sarfraz to Duchamp. That's a fine shot from Duchamp. Desperation dive. A save by Azim. I'm not sure that it was a save. We're a long way away here, so it is difficult to see, but just have a little look at it on the replay.
Azim catching up with it, takes it in hand and touches the rope, and that should have been 4 runs. Unfortunately, umpire didn't have as good eyes as our cameras did. Umpire Peter McConnell, who's operating from Sarfraz's end.
Could be run out here. Yes. Oh, Duchamp's not going to be too pleased about that. He got 3 parts of the way down and then 3 parts of the way back. Richardson was looking to see what was happening behind him with the wicketkeeper. And it was a clever piece of work in the end from the wicketkeeper and fielder.
And one couldn't blame Richie Richardson for not going through with that, because he's on the back foot, continuing to play his shot, and a good work by Wasim Bari, and Sarfraz just taking the bails off in the nick of time. Jeffrey Dujon striding for the crease. Umpire Peter McConnell giving him out. So this game alive once again. West Indies 4 for 138.
Abdul Qadir to Gus Logie. That's beautifully bowled. Classic delivery. Looping leg spinner. Plenty of spin. Bit off the pitch. Found the outside edge just past the men at gully and short point. Richardson's taking strike now to Qadir. Oh, and beautifully bowled and well stumped by Wasim Bari. Richie Richardson goes, and now West Indies are in trouble. The last ball of Abdul Qadir's spell. He can't bowl anymore, but he's done the damage out there now.
And what a way, Richie, to finish off his 10th over with a wicket. Beautifully taken by Wasim Bari. It came in between bat and pad, a little more flight, and he beat Richardson all ends up. And Qadir finishing his 10-over spell, 1 maiden, 3 for 27. And West Indies now 5 for 141. Still need 44 for victory.
Gus Logie faces Rashid Khan.
That's gone away down 4-4. And that was the last thing that Pakistan wanted. Very good shot, that one from Gus Logie.
Yes, that is a beautiful shot. He's asked for this too. That ball short. And on that occasion, Logie making no mistake. Not only did he hit it well, but he hit it right into the gap down there.
And it's up in the air and dropped there by Sarfraz. So, not much joy for Pakistan in that over. It's 5 for 163. And Pakistan somehow need to either contain them or take 5 wickets. Odds very much in favour of the West Indies, and the luck is certainly favouring the West Indies at the moment, as Madassa just gets a hand to that lofted shot.
Madassa to Logie.
Imran at mid-off with a misfield, and Marshall back for the second.
12 runs needed. That run rate now right down.
Well placed. This partnership have added 34 runs in only 22 minutes under a lot of pressure. Well, that's the situation. 18 balls remaining, 3 overs, 10 runs required, and 5 valuable wickets in hand. Sarfraz. Oh, and a big Sar at 35 years of age. The reflexes are slowing. The caught and bowled was on. Straight through the ducking head and hands of Sarfraz went that ball for 4.
And the West Indies just having a little bit of luck in these final few overs. Logie going for the big drive. The last thing that Sarfraz expected was the return caught and bowled. By the time he got the hands up, it was through them and found its way to the boundary. He's going to make them try and hit over the infield. If they do that, they'll have to pick it up properly, have to hit it properly, otherwise they could hole out.
Rashid the bowler. Oh, what a glorious shot, young Gus Logie. A ripper at the right moment. The square drive raced away to the cover boundary for 4 runs. Malcolm Marshall applauds, and rightly so.
If there's ever a time to produce a shot of great quality, it's at this stage of the game when there's a lot of pressure around. Rashid just giving him a bit of width there and playing in typical West Indian style. Any width at all, they seem to be able to put it away, and that was a great present for Gus Logie.
10 balls remaining. There it is. Gus Logie brings up the winning run for the West Indies. They win by 5 wickets, 5 for 185.